The Labor Day Classic. What a day. What a game. Always the provincial rivalry between the team from the north and the great Calgary Stampeders. My favorite memory of the Labor Day Classic. I mean, I had some good ones, but it had to be my first start right there in McMahon Stadium, Labor Day 1995. Had my first start actually on the road the week before in Birmingham against Matt Dunnigan and the Birmingham team, the expansion into the U.S. with the CFL. And we went down there and we took care of business. Threw for over 400 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I was fired up. I was excited about being able to come home to Calgary. This would be my second experience at a Labor Day game. And finally, my opportunity to play in front of the hometown crowd. My dad flew up, my cousin flew up. They were going to be there for the game, right there on the sidelines, witnessing what would go down on that classic day for me. You know, we always knew that playing Edmonton, it was going to be a battle. It was going to be a fight. It was going to be one of those games where, hey, there was so much pride involved between the two teams and what it meant to the teams. And with Calgary being such a strong team throughout the 90s, challenging, battling every year to be a Grey Cup type team, we knew that, hey, the target was on our back. And they had a brand new, fresh-faced, Irish, Mexican, red-headed quarterback stepping onto the field to lead the Stampeders. And I'm sure the Eskimos, as they were called at the time, thought this would be a great opportunity for them to take advantage of and bring it to us right there in Calgary on our home field. Well, it was a beautiful day. Weather was perfect. The crowd was packed, 37,000 screaming, crazy fans, and we went off. We went off as an offensive team. It turned out to be my most explosive game while I played in the Canadian Football League. Throwing for over 500 yards, throwing for 6 touchdowns, hooking up with my boy Alan Pitts for a couple, hooking up with, hey, Pee Wee Smith down the field for some big catches. Hey, it was just a total offensive, dominating performance by our team. And there was nothing better that I could have seen as to introduce myself to the Calgary fans in this sort of way. I know they had a lot of questions. I know they had a lot of doubts. Hey, what's going to happen now that Flutie's not on the field leading our team? Well, hopefully that day I showed what they were in for, what their future was going to be all about, and how I could take over and run the show on the field. I could bring all the teammates together to be inspired, to be motivated, to dominate, to take care of business. We did that. And you know what else we did? We went out 4 days later on Friday and we whooped that tail once again on their field in Commonwealth Stadium at their home. We went and took it from them. So that was a Labor Day weekend classic sweep, kick your ass. And that's what we did. Hey, that was my most memorable Labor Day classic experience. Hopefully one that stuck with many of you fans for a lot of years. And here's to another great Labor Day showcase. All the best. Let's go Stamps. Let's go Calgary. Let's go Stampeders.